Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Decided to record this on another day because I ended up getting busy on my recording day, so it's a new day for me. It's still like a week away from when you're actually watching this, which is honestly optimal. I'm just gonna say it like it is because that lets me not have to worry about recording in the middle of the week. But but yeah, our previous run here was with Prince. We actually got him and then proceeded almost immediately to throw him away. We had an Apex Imp, which we ended up finding multi-strike for, and an Incant Armor too, by the way, since we were Exile Stygian. We ultimately kind of infused him with an Armor Shark, so he was gaining 4 armor and 4 rage per Incant. Eventually, we made 3 of them, and then as I recall, right before Seraph, we also found Railhammer, which was fully unnecessary. I need to communicate that we had that win in the bag, even without Railhammer. But once that went up to 12 armor per incant, there wasn't really much else that needed to be said. We just yeeted things on the bottom floor and then incanted whatever we had upstairs, and it was strong as all get up. Now, we also did have an Endless Shark in there, which was pretty good. I think he did a great job. As always. I mean, as expected, right? Shark, good unit. Also, didn't I... I know I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, we actually took Rebirth 1 at this point because we were just like, whatever. I mean, we're throwing Prince away anyway. He actually got 3 slays on the Divinity, which I found really funny. He was doing, with all that work, 155 damage. What a terrible unit. Anyway, let's play Sentient. She's not terrible. Well, she's not great. But at least usually I don't completely throw her away. Even in her worst of cases, you put her on bottom floor and she either gives you +1 draw or she kills some things with spikes. It's it's never really exactly what you want, but it's at least something. All right, fair enough. That's all I've got. That did bring us up to a 35 win streak on the series, which is great news. We're trying to keep that going. So, yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, not much else to add. So let's go ahead and see how we do on Sentient today. All right, yeah, let's do it. Oof. Well, okay. I don't know. I don't love this. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm looking at the nodes, like the nodes. I haven't looked at those yet. I'm looking at the information on my start. This is not bad, but I'm always scared is the thing because a 200 shard run requires you be very bold with shards, and the problem is Sentient is very bad when you play bold and you're relying on some kind of a secondary clan that scales very fast and is extremely strong. Now we got Melting. Melting is good, and we got Primitive Mold, which is really good here. The problem is that these don't really play very well together. You're looking at probably a throwaway Sentient floor and I don't know, paraffin something or some kind of melting floor. It's hard to find a backline in Melting that actually makes the Sentient a good frontline. Your options are basically what? Paraffin Enforcer? It's basically it. Harvest Baron is way too slow. Way too slow. He's so slow that he needs to be his own frontline so that you can have multiple of them. And it's tough. So I don't know what the plan here is. We'll have to see. Maybe we just high roll into Big Sludge. The thing is that Melting's rare units are so strong that you can get away with Sentient in front of any of those, but you're not guaranteed to see them, right? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see what we get. Hope you're all doing well. In any case, today we are facing Double Barrel Daedalus, Curse Fell, and Diligent Seraph. Oh, Diligent Seraph. Woof. Unnecessary video game. Unnecessary. And Curse Fell. Wow, that's a lot of curses. We have Glimmer, that's good, but we also have Molten Encasement and Wildwood Custodian. Molten Encasement is fine, but the stealth counteracts most of Sentient's desired behaviors, aka get hit. So this complements a separate floor. and then Sentient is a throwaway. I do think Spike Sentient is particularly good here because she can just get thrown away on a bottom floor, does some work, and then the other stuff plays upstairs. The problem will be if I need harvests. We'll see. I mean, the opening cards aren't terrible, right? Wobble Custodian, he's not bad. He's kind of a non-unit, right? It's like Mollusk Mage, but even worse. I mean, card draw is good, right? Don't get me wrong, but the problem is, one, he's not a banner unit. Two, he doesn't do anything. He just sits there. It's not worth spending one space on your floor for this. Almost ever. There are some cases I've made this work with Windleton, for instance, where Windleton Strangler's on a lower floor, and then this thing is just like, I gave it a large stone and put it upstairs, and it becomes a card draw. It's okay. I mean, the problem is that it takes one card draw immediately, right? So you have to spend one draw to draw it, and it could be at the bottom of your deck, so like turn 4, and then you have to have 2 further turns in order for this to ever give you a net positive. And you need to somehow protect it, invest in it. There's a lot of investment, and it can be as late as like 6 turns into the combat before you get a single card draw out of it. That's just really tough. These things need to give a lot more value for the space overall, I believe. Anyway, let's see what we have. Temples are on 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. 5 temples at least is very nice, especially 3 in the late game. This will help the problems with Sentient. I can just ramp up very fast later on. Dupe on 8 is Magic Side. It's otherwise pretty bad. We have a good Trinket Shop on 7 with money in a Caverns. I like that. Okay, Magic Shop there. Removal Dupe with Pyramanes on 6 is good. Competes with a mediocre Steel Shop, but at least it's there. Good Steel Shop on 5 with Vortex and Horde. Okay, Magic Shop. Good Magic Shop on 4 with a Vortex and Remnant banner. Okay, Steel Shop. It's kind of funny, you look at these oscillate, right? Good Magic, good Steel. Bad Steel, Removal Dupe. Good Trinket, right? So there's no consistent theme to the shops in this run. Is maybe I don't want to call it a problem, but it's something to be mindful of. We're going to need some kind of variety of stuff to really take advantage of it. And because we've got so many shops elsewhere, we only have one shop in Ring 2 for either Steel or Magic, and then Ring 3 is just a bunch of random stuff. Kind of strange. I don't really know what to make of that or what to add there. It doesn't mean we don't get many chances early game to power up into Daedalus, which is potentially Sentient's scariest combat. We'll see. I mean, the worthwhile... One thing I forgot to mention, Remnant Banner on the Steel Shop. I don't know, we'll have to see. Conscription Notice is sick. This is going to help a lot. You could argue Precious Plating, but I think Conscription Notice will actually just straight up save us like 40 Pyre health and more later on, and potentially even provides value into the Divinity, so we take this guy. A Conscription Notice start is great. This is kind of like an advanced prototype opener here, which I think is also crazy good for Sentient, so that's good. Love to see it. We don't even get the spikes. I was kind of hoping for spikes 3 here. It plays really nice into Fel and Seraph, and then also does good work on Divinity, rather. I guess we have to take Cultivating, because Explosive is very bad. So we'll do that. I mean, the one nice thing about Conscription Notice, I do feel good enough to take this Horde. Ugh, Gnarled Root, I wish. Now, I could take Tempered Talisman. That's pretty cool. Glimmer goes to 5, Restores go to 5. It's actually better healing than you might expect. There's a lot of things that could benefit from this. Boon of the Blacksmith is good. Really good now. It's mediocre later. I think the Tempered Talisman is better because I can get a 10 in Piercing on a Glimmer and that goes to 15, which is actually a really good threshold. We'll take it. I think this also helps a lot in the early game by making these things heal so much. We can brazenly take a bunch of damage on a lot of these combats. Unit draft. I really want this. I really want this. I think Conscription Notice will help a lot. Okay. This is going to be scary because a lot of reasons. Branded Warrior is pretty good here. Don't play rando units into these Apprentices of Light. That's very bad. We'll play random Train Steward here. I think that's pretty good. Alright. Look at this. 24, 29 damage done. Don't think I can ever clear this, especially with the priest here. You know what I just realized? Hold up. The collector would have gotten 3 rage to the floor. Man, I'm a moron. I stole Branded Warrior's Slay by putting him in the back and the Train Steward got that kill. Wow, that actually changes this whole combat. I really botched that, didn't I? Woof. Alright, well, I take a bunch of damage for that, actually. Tough. It's really unfortunate, actually. Dang. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, we take a whole bunch of damage here, which is unfortunate, but I suppose really the only... all that can be said, right? A whole bunch of damage. Ah, it's tough. The armor trial here is a big woof as well. Something that I should be considering. It doesn't look great. Okay, we get the kill, at least. Branded Warrior does carry us home. I take a bunch of damage for that mistake, though. I actually think Branded Warrior should have gotten that Slay, and then maybe we would have cascaded and taken none on the combat, and I could put the Train Steward in the back. That's a big whiff, I think, actually. That's 19 damage I take for what is a fairly clumsy conscription notice miss. Well, it is what it is. Preserve Thorns. Okay. Good. I will click Draft. I think this is an important pickup to play into the primitive molds here. There's a lot of things this could show me. Shattered Shell. I mean, this is objectively superior to... What else can I do here? What else is really the play? I mean, Vine Mother exists. I don't think I need that. I clicked Preserve Thorns, by the way, because of a few things. Temper Talisman and also Diligent. I think Shattered Shell is good enough here. The Draft is okay. We'll click it. I think clicking it is worth it here. I'll go to the right. I don't think Endless is that great. I mean, I could put it in the Molten Encasement, I guess. Magic Shop Holdover is solid, admittedly. Yeah, that's fair. Let's go to the right. We'll see. Maybe I can see a Paraffin Enforcer or something. Burnout 1, Large Stone, Tough. Oh, or I can see a Bounty Stalker. Alright, well, Monster Train, let's go. Draft into Bounty Stalker right away is pretty sick, actually. Now, as far as infusions go, or not echoes, Large Stone, I don't think any of these are great. I could take this Large Stone as like a point of security, because we are potentially experiencing a risk right now, but... well, what would a spell chain be on right now? I don't have to take these because I can do a lot later on to catch up shards, so I can stay at 40 here. Burnout 1 hurts. If I could find an Endless early, this would be pretty cool, but we have the primitive molds to make Bounty Stalker work. Alright, so Bounty Stalker may just like save the run here with that draft pickup, honestly. Yeah, let's move on. Save my money. I don't think any of these benefit me enough. I should and can and will hold on to the Shattered Shell. It represents enough value. It's a good draw order. You play... You dumpster the Custodian here, right? Well, maybe. I do think Mr. Draft Friend is going to land. We'll put him downstairs for the moment. Of course we play him. He shoots 2 things. Now, upstairs, I think I want to do Sentient plus whatever comes out of Conscription Notice. Branded Warrior again. He's pretty cool. Now, I could do... I think I actually do need to put Shattered Shell down. You know, it gave me a second chance at the Branded Warrior. You got me, all right? You got me. Let's do it. Top floor is going to be reasonable here. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, but I can heal this. I trade 5 for these slays. I think the right play is actually just to Glimmer upstairs and save this 5, and then we primitive mold our friend back downstairs. I do want him to keep scaling. Right? I think that is worthwhile. Restore is doing good work. Getting slays upstairs I think is also good. Let's draw cards here. Guaranteed a primitive mold here. Great work. Cool. We do get another slay upstairs just to kind of power us up a bit. Primitive mold is solid. We do bring back the Stalker here. I think if I Glimmer bottom, I maybe get another round of the Stalker, so let's do it. And then we'll heal upstairs because it matters. Yeah, check it. We get another round of Yon Stalker as a result here. He actually just kills now. Cool. Unfortunate he does not die, but that's fine. It's fine. Razor Sharp is nice. Ensnare is also nice. I don't know if I actually need much here. If I'm going to lean on the Stalkers. Ensnare might be better. I think Razor Sharp is just too good to skip here, honestly. Another draft. Interesting. Wicklash might be important. Well, maybe. Maybe I Entombed Explosive here. I mean, I don't know why, right? We could just lean in on the Bounty Stalkers and clean up the rest of the deck. It's true. That could just be it. I think Wicklash is counterproductive. Another draft is not helpful here. Explosive is a maybe. It's a potentially better infusion than some of the others. I'll grab him. I think he's fine. As far as what we do, I could dupe this now and start playing 2 of them. It's good, but I don't know if it's that useful when they're not upgraded. I don't have any other good dupes. I'm going to go to the left and take this healing, I think, and the Pyre remains with the Horde. See what we hit. Sinner Salve is nutty into Cursefell and Diligent Seraph. It's way better than Flicker's Liquor here, so we'll take the Salve. That's great. We grab money. Look in this Caverns real fast. Spikes. I'll take the Awoken's Rail Spike. It's hard to skip something like that. And that's a fast ring 3. Not much to pick or decide on. Let's move. It's a really fast lead up into Daedalus here. Wild. Now, I do think I should do Sentient, sure, Nameless Siren, and Shattered Shell. I want to play the Stalker and get him dying. I do take 20 upstairs, but it's not that big of a deal here because I have such strong heals overall, right? Just play these guys middle. Wow, they die. He dies. Oh yeah, the bomb goes off still. Well, let's play these things out then. Cool. Put 94 through. Sure. Do like it. I can take explosive. I don't want to do anything weird here. Let's just draw through our deck. A lot of these units and cards are dead to me. I can't play the units unless I want to mess up my everything upstairs. Ooh, buddy. That's 18, 23, 43 damage coming through. I actually do have to Glimmer top floor in order to stand a chance at not losing my Sentient, which is kind of wild. I get the Bounty Stalker back. I can kill the 2 guys upstairs in middle at least, which is something. How are we looking on top? Not very good damage-wise. I'm going to definitely take a hit if I don't play the Stalker middle. Sure. Get some more healing up top. We're okay, right? We're okay. Oh, nice bomb, actually. Nice bomb. Thank you, Tempered Talisman. Extremely cool. Sure, it's fine. We just leave it. All these units are terrible here. Now, all I really want is to keep reforming Mr. Bounty Stalker and elevatoring him to the best of my ability. He's going to kill him in one anyway. It doesn't really matter what I sting. I may as well sting upstairs then. It'd be good to get hit. It's better to not take 1,000,000 damage here. Having some HP on Sentient would be pretty good. Also, I think the incant is valuable. I'm going to do it with only the one hit here, I think. That's fine. Maybe I hit a, yeah, primitive mole. Cool. He may actually just get him here, right? Yeah, he does. Cool. In that case, we are super fine. Cool. It's a lot of scaling, 86 by 2. He's looking pretty good. I will click Hallowed Halls. Ooh, wow, what a tough call. Hallowed Halls or Remnant Pact? Remnant Pact is good on Stalker, but Hallowed Halls is guaranteed kill. I think Hallowed Halls cycling a bunch of Stalkers is really good if I whiff on Endless from those shops. Make a Stalker floor. Yeah, it's going to be the Halls, for sure. Paraffin Enforcer, I mean, we have this whole Paraffin Enforcer into Shattered Shell business if we really want to lean that way. But if I can just keep cycling the Stalker and remove all these units, we should be in a really good position. I do want to look at the Steel Shop, though, but I have a lot of cash. So let's... I think I can remove a whole bunch of trash here and lean hard on the Stalker. I mean, this only works if I can dupe soon. So on ring 6, I pretty much have to be ready for this dupe. I don't think Paraffin Enforcer is going to be helping this run based on what I'm doing here. Let's just chill for the moment. Card draw is fine, thanks to Sinner Self here. Yes, it's also preferable because it finds me my primitive molds faster. We're going to hunt some steel shops here. I believe that is correct. Quick is fine. It's not bad. It's good that he shoots first, then dies on the turn when he burns out, or on the turn where he runs out of stealth. So, quick here is pretty cool. I could do quick endless. That's not bad. It's not bad. If he ends up getting the endless, though, then burnout 1 means he burns out on the stealth turn. I think we re-roll this. Okay, multi-strike. I will give it to the Bounty Stalker. He can hit one more time. That's pretty good. Now, Temple. I do need to start thinking about all this stuff. Let's toss a plus 30 at a Glimmer here. Intrinsic is fun. What do you do here? Intrinsic Rail Spike, maybe? I don't know. You could do it. How badly do I need to start infusing stuff? Let me look at these shard things now. 65, we have... I could get 75 from the late Temple's no infusions, which puts me at 140. 155 on ring 5. I'm definitely duping Bounty Stalker on 6, so that's 170. And if I'm feeling saucy, I'm going to do it again for 185, which means I need one set of random infusions to reach the Divinity at the level I want. One random infusion means I can actually kind of chill here, right? What about the Bristling Pivot? I actually think this is pretty good. Yeah, we're going to do the Bristling Pivot. This at least answers some of those backlines that I'm not dealing with Bounty Stalker right now. We're doing a very all-in Bounty Stalker kind of angle, and it's sketchy, but it's fine. I could put the Custodian into Shattered Shell here, and then use that to draw me faster through my run, which is kind of funny to think about. Use him as a utility, right? Don't even use him as an actual backline. It could work, actually. The question, I mean, Intrinsic Rail Spike's pretty good for extra Ember burn on this turn, but the thing is I'm not really having a lot of Ember right now to burn, which is like, if I see a Firebox, that's really good, but I don't know if I will. I could just get a card draw, put this into a Shattered Shell. This is something, I was talking about how bad this is, and it is bad. The thing is my unit doesn't really matter, and I have to take an infusion eventually anyway. I could also just play it chill right now and do this later. I don't think this adds enough for this next combat. Yeah, what am I talking about? I do think I have so many units that I can remove a bunch. Like, I have so many units. We're going to cut a Train Steward. I'm actually going to cut 2 Train Stewards here because these things are horrible, and I have so many units that I can do this with. If I need 2 infusions, I can take them. Cool, that's enough. 27 cards, we're going to draw fast. Spikes kind of doesn't bother me here because Bounty Stalker wants to die. It may actually be beneficial, right? Just drop this dude. He actually kills himself, which is pretty impressive and good. Cool. Look at that. Speaking of that, I actually have 2 extra Ember on turn 1. Impressive. Great job. Go team. We get the reform. It's important. Here's our lad. He's doing excellent work. He also kills himself again. Neat. There's a Shattered Shell. Alright. Cool. Another Primitive Mold. Great work. Honestly, this is kind of what I'm kind of hoping to see here. I'm going to play the Stings. I do think that's worthwhile. Now, if I do 1 Sting on bottom, he does kill himself. Incredible news. We're getting really good scaling here because of the spikes, actually. Now we do Primitive Mold. Okay, you play him, and we Hallowed Halls him? Right? Just free scaling here, and we do Stings upstairs to scale just in the case of something that matters. Sure. I mean, we will just keep the scaling going upstairs. It's not a big deal. I'm drawing 8 cards right now. Oh, baby. Hallowed Halls, let's go. Cool, he actually just wins downstairs. Alright, I mean, the Bounty Stalker is going out of absolute control here. I don't really have a tool that can do anything else here. Yeah, we're fine. Wow. Alright, he's doing great work. What's he up to? 106 by 3. That's cool. I'll take a Thorn Casing. Ensnare seems like a really good card to pick. I'll grab it. Subsuming Blade, Crushing Demise. A ping would be good, right? Something that actually does targeted damage. I can just use these glimmers as those, though, right? So I think it's fine. I'll take the Crushing Demise. This actually kills my own unit, which is good, and also maybe kills a mini-boss. I'll take it. I am going to hunt the Steel Shot because I want to dupe him pretty soon. A little late on the advanced prototype, but I will grab the Vapor Funnel here. Merchant of Steel says, you know what? Another multi-strike? He's attacking 4 times? It's pretty good. Oh my god, a Pyrestone housing. Well, don't mind if I do, with a multi-strike in the shop. Good grief, give me Endless now? Alright, no Endless yet. Wow, okay. Do I just upgrade him with whatever the heck I want here? He's already hitting 4 times. I don't want to make him more durable is the thing. I still have enough units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have so many units. Yeah, we're going to cut Train Stewards here. I still have enough units to do double infusions if I feel like it, which is pretty silly. I was going to say, if there was an Endless in this shop, these Stalkers would go nuts. They're already strong enough that they're winning Relentlesses alone. 4 hits is busto. Truly busted. Now, I give him a large stone. I don't actually want this. Like, I want them to die faster right now. So let's play it a little aggro here. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. We're strong enough. I'm not worried. Yeah, see, like Crystal Cloak, right? This is like the universal, oh no, my plan for Bounty Stalker is ruined here. I do think Ancient Hate is okay on this one because we hit so many times on the Stalker. We're going to need to be thinking about how do I not lose to this boss, though, right? Yo, Guard of the Unnamed is actually sick here. I'm going to actually not play the Shattered Shell, believe it or not. And I'm going to incant a bunch upstairs. Because think about this. I want to be able to put the Bounty Stalker in the back. Actually very important to me. We'll play Mr. Stalker middle because he kills everything and then dies. And I'm just going to start scaling upstairs, right? Every little bit of regen and armor that I can do is worthwhile. Draw 7 cards. We can do Primitive Mold, Stalker, Crush, Primitive Mold, Stalker. I'm poised to full leak this other dude here because I don't see myself. I mean, I guess here's the play. You play the Preserved Thorns up top, and then we just sting him with these thorn casings. We almost actually kill him, which is incredible. I am going to Hallowed Hall's middle. I think that's worthwhile, which brings him back, and he shoots the floor. We actually don't take any damage from this guy, believe it or not, because Vapor Funnel, right? Which is unreal. Unbelievable. Look at this crushing demise. We incant. We play the Stalker. I'm going to consider playing Stalker downstairs for the moment. I could... I don't know about that. I think I need to elevator the Stalker or I'm going to lose. Which means I have to accept some damage from the defenders here, I think. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Stalker bottom. I think I have to do this. If I Glimmer middle, is there ever a chance that I get this? I mean, what I should do instead is Razor Sharp the guard upstairs, I think. I think so. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I can lock something down here. So I think what I need to do is I need to restore upstairs pretty badly. I'm going to lock down the back defender here since this other one walks up and gets eaten by Vapor Funnel, which is good. Let's go for restore upstairs. I do also still want to play for armor. Yes. I think we may actually take 0 here if I can deal with this Crystal Cloak, right? She is kind of the big scary. Really good being able to waste turns like this. Big fan of that. I think we also still managed to do this other guy, right? I don't want to ensnare him, so we ensnare on bottom. It doesn't give the rooted, but it still gives me the card draw. And this Clip Defender walks up now and takes nothing and does nothing to us, right? Okay. You play the Primitive Mold now. And I think we get it. Incredible. Great job, team. Yo, Guard of the Unnamed was sick here. Woof. Alright, scary. Crystal Cloak is kind of the universal challenge for this line. We'll take it. I am going to click another Preserved Thorns, just full disrespect Seraph. I also have the Thorn Casing. It's disgusting. Resin removal is actually nutty here. Yeah, I love resin removal in this. A little late for the Crystal Cloak, but good for everything else. Now, I do think duping is probably in order. I can just scale 2 of them together, right? Yeah, we'll just do that. That seems good. Cool. Temple-wise, I'm going to put a -2 into Hallowed Halls, of course. I'm going to take this Purge into a Restore, probably. I do suspect that having a whole bunch of Primitive Molds will matter on this run. I have to take at least 1 infusion, but it does not have to be now. The dupe is the Stalker. And the removals are... I still think I do cut the Shattered Shell right now. I think it's Shattered Shell Custodian, and then later on I just do a Bomb Infusion or something. That's probably it. Yeah, goodbye Shattered Shell, goodbye Custodian. I talked about doing an infusion there, but it doesn't matter. We can do it elsewhere and do other things. This will speed up my draws on the Bounty Stalkers too, which I think is good. I don't think this infusion does anything for me right now, so I can just take it later, right? I get 50, and then I get 75, and I dupe again, and I get 90, so I'm at 210 at the end. Cool. All right, I think we're good, right? We should move on. Fel should be no problem. I can play the Stalker's bottom floor, and then also Sinner Self kind of disrespects the absolute hell out of this combat. Fair enough. Sure, Baron. Let's go, man. He can chill upstairs. Draft comes downstairs and just blows up everything. We sting a whole bunch up top. It seems good. Oh yeah, no incants on this one. Seems good. I am going to play Stalker, and I am going to play Primitive Mold, and we're just going to play a whole bunch of these friends. We just restore something. It doesn't matter. I guess I should click the Ensnare button. Sure, why not? This is also like just almost half of Fel's HP, which is fun. Excellent work. I will bring back the other Stalker here. He's doing great work for me. You may as well. Preserved Thorns, so I can draw a whole bunch of cards. I will... disrespect her with the resin removal. I don't want to hit a Hallowed Halls here, do I? Why not? We'll chill. If I draw it now, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so here's the play. I go Crushing Demise on bottom. Yes. I then reform this dude, put it middle, and then I click Hallowed Halls on it. Unnecessary, by the way, because we just kill Fel and I could have scaled more, but I wanted to win. There was an opportunity to get some more scaling there. I didn't need a 7-turn boss rush. It's fine. We're okay. Wickless Recruitment is surprisingly not bad here. I definitely botched my own scaling there by doing that, but it's okay. We're fine. We're at a stage where I'm hitting 8 times for 170 damage. Our numbers are already there. Remnant Pact is pretty good, especially with the third one, but I think I can refine my deck so I'm drawing these Hallowed Halls fast enough. So let's go ahead and skip it. And honestly, draw cards still, I think, is better, right? Draw cards faster is good. Yeah, I'm just going to take double draw here. I could have taken space and fit all 3 Bounty Stalkers on one, but it does not actually matter, right? If I go to the right, what happens? I can see a holdover, which is silly. Then I can just hold over the Hallowed Halls and go completely mad with power. The left is Trinket Shop angle, which is, what, Waxer Snuffer? A little late. I would still take it. I'm just going to go to the right. I don't get any value from the Pyro Remains. It's fine, though. I just don't care. Golden Vault is legit. I'll grab it. Cool. -1 goes into Crushing Demise first. It's always worth it. 20 Consume a Restore is basically a free removal. I love that. Permafrost is, I think, unnecessary. Hold over Hallowed Halls. Baby, okay. Toss a -1 on a Glimmer, I suppose. May as well make this card free. I would rather give it a 10 in Piercing if it shows up, actually. Let's go ahead and look at the Temple real fast. Intrinsic Spell Chain. Spell Chain Crushing Demise is pretty good here. I can kill both my guys, and then in Hallowed Halls them back. Intrinsic... A lot of good stuff you could do here with Intrinsic, right? I have to take it. I'll take this one in the Rail Spike. May as well. Now, I don't have to do the infusion yet. I can do it later. Okay. Spikes 2? Cultivate 2? I don't need the cultivating. Let's just take Spikes 2. So if anything leaks, I can at least deal with a 20 HP backline, right? Sure. She's just going to go chill upstairs, basically, on this run. I'm doing another dupe, which is 160. I get 25 here, which is 185. Is that right? Dupe 160, 185. Yeah, and then I do the infusion. Got it. So I do need to hold on to the explosive, but I can remove 1 tomb. I might consider that. I will make resin removal free. It's a good card to hold on to for that. I will 20 consume another restore as well. Yes, those are worthwhile. I don't have to do any other removal nonsense right now. We're actually okay. Cool, let's rock. I think we are crushing this run now. We have gotten everything. Aggressive Amulet, I have no fear. I have 8 hits for 180 or whatever it is. It's kind of nonsense. You just kind of toss this and the floor dies. It's okay, we got it. Hey, look, I get Shattered Shell back. I actually think Preserved Thorns is better here. We'll click it. I will draw 1. Sure, why not? Seems fine. I'm drawing 10 cards a turn. We're okay. I do... Well, I'm going to play the Preserved Thorn, so I think we're okay. I can do Draft downstairs. Actually, I can ensnare the Collector, right? And then I do Primitive Mold on the Stalker, and we Hallowed Halls this floor for extra scaling. Cool. I Hallowed Halls this floor. I can actually, I hate to do it, but I'm going to play the Entombed Explosive middle and then Razor Sharp it to get the Collector. It's fun because now this thing starts coming back in my Hallowed Halls floor, which is unnecessary but entertaining. I'll burn that Consume card. Right? It's unnecessary but entertaining. So here's the play. I do Hallowed Halls, right? Then I crush my own floor to get another kill. I will 20 consume out the other thing. We're fine on bottom. Yeah, we're okay. And then I'm just doing silly things like this to kind of lock stuff down. We should be okay. I can do Primitive Mold again, get this guy back. I could actually Primitive Mold out. Yeah, the bomb, which is pretty good. And then I can Hallowed Halls this, which kills them both. I play a Preserved Thorns because I may as well draw a whole bunch here. No reason not to. Razor Sharp upstairs because I guess. We Hallowed Halls, and then we immediately crush the Hallowed Halls floor, and then I reform them. We do it again. I mean, getting 3 scaling like this is, how do we say, dumb, right? There's just very little chance that... It's actually good that they die, huh? They're definitely killing him on 1 turn. Is there any way that, like, next turn, for instance? Because I guarantee kill them either way, right? They die here, or I click Hallowed Halls and they die and then they kill. If on middle floor, what could I do? Okay, so I actually could get another setup, right? Here's the thing. We go Sting, Sting, Sting. I hold over Hallowed Halls here. Now, the neat trick is if I hit 2 Primitive Molds, I get an extra set of extinguishes, right? That is true, yes. Cool, alright, so I get Primitive Mold here. Check it. Alright, we do that, and then I Hallowed Halls them both, and they both get scaled again. And now we're really cruising. Good. Cool. Now, they're really disgusting right now. 250, 242 seems good. I don't need these other cards. Just skip them. Another Crushing Demise. I mean, really, I don't need these other cards. We're okay. Chase the dupe wherever it is. It's the left. I really should have just put something else in the Bounty Stalkers now that I'm looking at it. I'm not seeing another Steel Shop. I should have looked at it, right? The thing is like, I guess it would have been a +10. I don't know, I took this Pyrestone Housing all excited, but it doesn't really actually do anything for me. It's unfortunate. Root Split Mask is fun. Forever Flame is fun. Yeah, it's actually nice because it makes my, what's it called? Intrinsic Rail Spike better. Another Holdover is cute, but unnecessary, really. I mean, I'm fine. I'm winning this run, so I'm being a little bit flimsy in the optimization because none of this matters. These decision points are irrelevant. I have to take stuff, by the way. Don't do dumb things. So we'll do Explosive into Encasement because I don't really care. I will take the Spell Chain here on Ensnare, I suppose. I do need to do it. And then I need to dupe the bigger one. That's 210, as was foretold. At this point, -1s into glimmers are pretty good. I'm going to just take them. I'll put a +10 in this other glimmer, just in case things go awry. I'm not taking this holdover. I don't want another card. I'll put another -1 in this other, in the Razor Sharp, actually. 25 on the Glimmer. You may as well upgrade these to make them not suck. It's pretty good. I think Root Split Mask and Forever Flame. Forever Flame's fine. You might as well. I'll re-roll it, see what I hit. Memorial Fund is actually maybe a net positive. 3 deaths per turn is 24 deaths. How fast does that pay back this 215? Now that I'm looking at it, if I get optimal 3 bounty stalkers times 5 gold times what, 8 rounds in a combat, it's 120. This thing pays itself off at the end of Divinity. Nope, we're just gonna chill. 295 is enough hits here. We're okay. 210 out of 100. Yeah, all right, Diligent. Let's go. I think we're very confidently winning this. I have Golden Vault helping out. I have Root Split Mask and Forever Flame. I don't think there are draw orders that get me a loss here. Like, bottom floor is just clearing a thing. You play the Sentient upstairs. Sure, Horned Warrior. Let's go, champ. Burn the Rail Spike. Cool. Another Bounty Stalker. Love that. I will play the Razor Sharp, I suppose. I'm going to hold on to this Purge Restore for another turn on Diligent, I think. I will click the Hallowed Halls here because fun times. Sure. Make the numbers bigger. Alright, Vengeful Shards, hilarious. We burn the Preserved Thorns. We have a lot more ammo here. It's good. We'll toss the Bounty Stalker middle. He'll burn out and then get added to the pool on downstairs, which is good. Cool. Seems good to me. Great. I have a resin removal somewhere in this deck as well. There it is. I will burn today. Honestly, this is the only time I need resin removal. We play it downstairs. So I can burn it. And then I can double crush my floor. Right? Yes. I can click Primitive Mold. Primitive Mold? Yep. Cool. I play them both. Then I Hallowed Halls to get all 3 of them. Cool. And then I'm going to click on an Ensnare because, sure, I guess I would like whatever is happening here to continue happening. I'm just going to play out the Molten Encasement upstairs. Honestly, I'm not even like... I don't care about this floor. We're definitely winning off this floor. I just did like 2,000 damage to Diligence, so it's fine. Now I'm going to burn this Restore. Cool. Play the last Tomb upstairs for reasons I cannot imagine. I will Hallowed Halls downstairs. Just blast them all. Cool, I can Glimmer middle. I like that. And I will Preserve Thorns here. I think this is good. We're going to sting it out. Hold off on that last Consume Restore. Cool. Seems good. Burn the Ensnare Purge. Get him, Horned Warrior. Seems good. Downstairs, we just kind of continue going mad with power. This floor is reasonably good. I will sting upstairs because I don't like Diligent. I don't know. Have fun, bud. That top floor is looking very sad. I think we might actually kill downstairs. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think if I don't care. Let me just be clear with you. We have a 320 by 4. Like we're fine. I don't care. I can still do this, right? I do the crazy thing. I do this. He would kill on this turn, but now I just crush my own guys a bit. Right? Cool, fine. And then I don't play the Primitive Mold or I win. Sure, look at me. I'm giving up score to get bigger numbers. Behold my strength. I burned the Hallowed Halls there, didn't I? I sure did. You know what? I'm done with you. It's fine. Get out of here, Diligent. I'm done with you. I was over here like, haha, look at my optimization, and then I just burned my Hallowed Halls. It's fine. I mean, we're at 49 minutes on this episode. I have no chance of failure. I have a holdover Hallowed Halls with 3 Bounty Stalkers, and that each hit 4 times. I've been very low optimization in this run because it has not been necessary. Branded Warrior for a 3rd time. He just dies. That's pretty good, actually. I actually quite like that. I do want to play 1 Preserved Thorns to draw out my whole run. I'll toss the Awoken's Rail Spike. Sure. Yeah, champ. You're doing it. You're doing great, Branded Warrior. I know, it's the first time he's actually died, which is extremely funny to me when you think about it. It's actually the first time he has ever died, which is, I guess he's now in the pool. I should reform him out. Yes. Let's get him out and then Hallowed Hall's middle. Yes. Alright, we're doing better. I guess I'll heal upstairs. This is one of those things where I may as well do it. I'm just going to crush bottom floor. There's no reason to leave them in, right? To not shoot the enemies. You may as well just... At this point, you just win. Just win, friend. Yeah, sure. Here's a Bounty Stalker upstairs that does, I don't know, 1,000+ damage to the boss and then burns out. That seems pretty good. And then we do a Hallowed Hall's mid-floor angle, which is pretty cool. That clears that. I will Glimmer Sentient because I don't want her to die. And I will just ensnare bottom floor because reasons. Sure. And now the mid-floor is fully online, right? Yes, the mid-floor is here to go. I will sting middle. May as well have fun with it, right? Sure. Here's Hallowed Halls. Let's go, champ. Incredible. I mean, this is going to be maybe the kill right here. It is, actually. In fact, the kill. Welp. That's Monster Train, baby. I'm going to shoot this guy downstairs because I don't like the way he looks. Alright, cool. We did it. Good job. Monster Train. The video game. Are we strong enough? Yes, we are. I definitely didn't need to think very hard here. I made so many mistakes on this run. It's unfortunate because, I mean, on the one hand, I do think that the point of the channel is to be informative and to show optimized strategies that win. But one of the nice things about Monster Train is that sometimes you get a 75k score win and you don't need to be optimized, right? It's actually, I was having a discussion with some folks on Discord recently, and there's a strong opinion that there's a strong opinion that's favored among like the Slay the Spire community. I think I talked about this in other episodes too, where the game is like perpetually very difficult. There are no easy runs, right? Even the high rolls require thought. And that's fine. Like, that's enjoyable. I enjoy Slay the Spire. But the problem with it is that there's no chill, right? There's no chill runs. There's no run where you go, oh yeah, we got it, and like ring on Act 1 and you just cruise, right? You might have some high rolls, but you still have to think really hard about the later choices and like what are you drafting and how long are you spending on certain decisions, and your run still takes what, 2 hours minimum if you're breezing, 4 hours if you're optimizing. There's no chill. I love that Monster Train has chill. And obviously, there are some tough runs. There are some runs where I'm going, okay, I really need to toil through the discussion here. I need to think about what I'm drafting. I need to worry about what my line even looks like because I'm seeing garbage. And those runs are compelling. I'm glad they exist. They're fun. But if every single run is really difficult, then it actually is just tiring, right? I think this is actually a major contributor to why Monster Train has such longevity compared to other roguelike deck builders, right? You've got Slay the Spire, which is obviously popular because it's the first. But then you've got Monster Trains. Like, what makes Monster Train so good? I think the fact that it has chill is actually really important to the game's 1, survivability, and 2, popularity. I think that if it didn't have chill, you'd be like, man, why am I not just dealing with Slay the Spire right now? The fact that I can have a 49-minute run where I'm just talking about how make Bounty Stalker big, and then I completely botch a turn because I'm just not even really considering all the options, and then we just laugh about it, right? I mean, it's fine. Right? I didn't lose for that. I actually didn't even take damage for that. Or it's like I accidentally killed Diligent. Whoops, accidentally killed Fell because I didn't like the way she looked in that moment. I mean, it's moments like that where I think it's really compelling. It's just fun to be like, haha, I'm having a good time right now. And that's one of the things that makes it fun for me to record, right? Is that I can be like on a run like this, I can just kind of send it full send and just it doesn't matter what I do. We can't lose as long as I remember to click Hallowed Halls. I even burned Hallowed Halls on Diligent after that whole turn and was like, well, fair enough. So this run is out of control. I didn't even use the Pyrestone housing. Guys, I did a terrible job on this run. I bought Pyrestone housing at a steel shop and was like, I don't know, I'll wait. And I didn't even look at the map. The number of times I'm sure someone in the comments has screamed at me in here. I'm making obvious, glaring failures and mistakes constantly. Just very funny. The ring one Branded Warrior kind of set the tone for the whole run. I didn't even have anything planned out, and I took 19 pyre damage because I was like, yeah, put the train steward in front, of course. I mean, my brain in the moment was thinking, well, yeah, you put the train steward in front because I don't care about this guy. So if he dies in Relentless, I would rather have the Branded Warrior swinging. But I could also have just cleared the entire floors and gotten a whole bunch of sweep damage, like rage on the floor, and then killed the boss anyway, even though Branded Warrior was in front. It's things like that. We're doing great. Sentient, hooray. Otherwise, I mean, this run, I don't have much else to add. It's Bounty Stalker infused with a draft, and then I have Crushing Demise, I have Hallowed Halls, and I click these cards. Primitive Molds obviously help here, big time. They're great. The rest of these cards were kind of okay. I grabbed some things that mattered. Resin removal's nice. I took a Razor Sharp because you never know. What else is even here, right? What else is even here? The Glimmers I started with. Most of my restores are actually gone. I removed a lot, actually, surprisingly. Ensnare's fine. Awoken's Rail Spike is basically a free card. Great into Diligent. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a lot else to say here. Yeah, I guess so. Fair enough, Monster Train. Fair enough. Sometimes you see the slam dunks like this and you're just happy about it. So, hey, it gets us past Sentient, which is incredible news. These first three champions in the series are always kind of a little bit of a struggle fiesta. So anything kind of high roll that takes you past those feels pretty good. The rest of them, I can struggle on, I don't know, some other run. So I will leave you there on my 36 win streak. So yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.